Hi, this is Elisa with 60 Days to 60 because in less than 60 days, I'm going to turn 60. And so I'm sharing 60 things I've learned in my almost 60 years. I call this the lemon theory. If you squeeze a lemon, you get lemon juice. You don't get orange juice. You don't get apple juice. You don't get pomegranate juice. You get lemon juice because lemon juice is what is inside of a lemon. So if someone squeezes you, and I mean that metaphorically, like triggers you is the word we use. We blame them for triggering us. But the reality is, they can only trigger us if we have something inside of us. So, for example, like if you told me, like if you called me old or whatever, I'd be like, yeah, I'm turning 60. Or if you called me fat, I'd be like, yeah, I have 20 pounds to lose. Yeah, probably. But there are other things. I'm not going to tell you what they are, what my triggering things are. But there are other things you could say to me that would really hurt my feelings. And sometimes I think I'm okay with something, and someone will say something and it will trigger me. And back in the day, I used to feel like so triggered. And then I learned, wait, I can do something about that. And this kind of goes back to I've talked a lot about curiosity for a reason, because when we're open and curious, we can really change anything. So now when someone triggers me, and I'll just use the example of someone called me fat, it would not trigger me, but let's assume it would. Oh, isn't that interesting that that triggered me? That they called me fat and that really hurt my feelings. I wonder why that hurt my feelings. Like maybe there is something I could do differently. Maybe I believe something about myself that isn't true. Maybe there's something I could change. So someone could call me fat and I wouldn't get triggered. Maybe I need to change something. And it always makes me like look inside myself, and I never blame anyone for triggering me, because my new philosophy, now this hasn't always been my philosophy, I'm almost 60. It took me a while to get here. I didn't get here overnight. But now it's like if you trigger me, I know that I have a belief inside of me that just is not true. And I will do research into that. I will dig down and ask the questions like, I wonder what's causing that. I wonder what that is. Why would I react like that? Why would that hurt my feelings? What do I believe about myself that I need to change that isn't true? And when I do the inner work on me, that's what stops the triggering. You can't like keep everyone from triggering you, because that just isn't going to work. People are going to trigger you. Just remember, like if you squeeze a lemon, you're going to get lemon juice. I'm actually grateful when people trigger me, because I'm like, wow, I didn't know that was inside me. And I'm happy to be free of it. I know you're going to be like, that's weird. Yeah, it is a little weird, but it also makes me really happy. So it's actually a really great way to live. So come be weird with me. No, I don't do that. Do the inner work so that you can be like free of what other people think of you. I will see you in the next video, and I hope you have a great day.